Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Peyton. It is so nice to meet you. Today we have yet another installment of my Happy Home Paradise series. Today is episode number 4, and guys, I'm very excited about this one because I really love the build that I end up making. Not that I haven't enjoyed the builds before this one, but as I get further in the game, I just think like the build qualities they're getting better. They're getting better. We're doing it. So let's just go get right into it. Now, running on the beach, I saw Miss Vivian, who used to live on my island, which was pretty exciting to see her again. Loved her, miss her. And I was under the impression that I was building this school. I sat down to record this video and I was like, great, I'm ready to build this school. I've done a couple houses now, let's switch it up. But then Lottie pulled a full 180 on me and just did a full tease telling me about the school, but not actually giving me the ability to build said school. Telling me we have to make facilities, great, but I need to be able to get some more clients before I make the school, which was a little disappointing. I kind of wish that Lottie didn't even tell me about the school because my hopes were very high, and honestly, I didn't even want to do another regular villager house build after this. But oh boy, am I so glad I did, because this one turns out alright. Turns out pretty okay. You know, I'm not saying I'm the best. Definitely not the best. But I like this one. I'm very proud. So as always, we started off by checking out today's items. This is always my favorite part, just because I want to start doing actual builds on my island, but I want to just keep collecting all the new items. I already had the on-air sign. Red sold it to me, so I didn't need that. But those lights, that box, loved it all. We come back later, we buy it all up, as we always do. And then we just go ahead and go right to work. As always, I try not to look at everybody on the beach right before I start. I kind of want to go and be surprised and see everybody. I say this in every single video. I also was in denial that I couldn't do the school, so I did check again. Definitely could not do it. Was very upset, but it's okay. It's okay. Then we go down to the beach to see our cuties. We have Claude, who is always here. And I know Vivian wants a rhythm gym because I saw Nintendo's video. Allie's always here wanting to be surrounded by mushrooms. I always consider doing hers, but I just don't wanna. She's not speaking to me. I considered Claude's arcade again. I think I don't know that bird's name. And then I saw my dreamy. I saw Mr. Papi. And I really took a moment here because I want Papi as one of the villagers on my new island theme. So I debated whether or not I actually wanted to make him a vacation home just yet because he's gonna come to my island. I'm gonna do that for him. But then I decided, as you know from the title of the video, that I didn't want to make any of these other houses. And I just was too excited by Papi. I almost caved here. I almost went with Allie. I was picturing the mushrooms. But then I realized I don't even have access to most of the mushroom items yet. So I talked to her as if I was gonna do it. And we took a long pause. A long pause to consider. And then we're still taking a long pause. And then I decided, yeah, no, I don't. Allie's not for me. Okay? She's not for me. I'm sorry. You know who's for me? Papi. Papi is for me. So I decided, yes, we're gonna go for Papi. And I do still want him on my island, but that's okay. This is a little taste. A little taste. And now, if I don't get him for my island, because I have lots of different villagers I want, now I'll feel less upset if I don't find him, because I already have him here. So yeah, here is our consultation. As always, I call this the Love It or List It consultation. And he went ahead and told me he wants a shrine to wooden furniture. And that fits the vibe. I was ready to give him a woodsy, rustic kind of thing. And then, of course, we got to the part of this game that I do struggle with the most, which is choosing a location. I don't know why. This is just so difficult for me. And I really go back and forth and look at the same pictures a million times as if the options are going to change. The truth is the options are all just so good. And I'm always worried. I know you can move the villagers, but like I don't want to do that. I am always so worried about picking a spot for a villager and then deciding later it would be better for a different villager. Like I don't want to make a mistake here. So I really need to make sure every single choice is clear, is accurate. I wanted to do something woodsy, but I didn't know if I wanted it to be too woodsy, you know? Like there are some other villagers that are super woodsy. And then I found this one, which I thought was really interesting because it has all these pathing and like inclines in the background. And I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know why exactly I liked it for Papi, but I think I end up making it, I make it work, I think. So we went ahead and we chose this one. Of course, Papi loved my suggestion. How could he not? And then we, you know, as always, we went ahead and went over there. We got our little Nico loading screen. Can't go wrong with that. We love it. And then here we are. And I also love that this fencing is already there. Like, I don't have to worry about choosing a fence for the entrance. How great is that? Alright, and then we went ahead and we got right to work. This is the time-lapse section, as always. And for this one, I had a vision. It wasn't, let's just make a cute yard. It's, let's make a theme. He said that he wanted, like, a shrine to wooden furniture. So I decided to make him a little wooden goods store. Like a little wood shop is what we'll call it. And I actually want to do this on my island in my new theme. I really want to get Eric, and I wanted to do this kind of build for him because I really like the sleigh item, and I think that's just like very Eric. So I may just copy this and put this on my island when I get there. But for now, I also think it fits Papi's vibe. And, you know, I didn't want to just do the same thing I've always been doing, which is kind of just like a bedroom and that's really it. So, you know, I wanted to make this into something. You'll see inside I still do like put a bed and stuff because that's my mission. There's always got to be a bed. It's what I always say. But this one, it's a store. It's like a little store that he runs and then he lives in as well. Like that sounds beautiful to me. I also said it in the fall, but in my head I was thinking kind of like, I don't know if other places have this, but every year when I go home to my hometown, which is in New Jersey, we always get Christmas trees from the same little place, and outside they have the Christmas trees, and then indoors they have just like a very small like checkout counter, and then there's some other cute little things you can buy, and it's just very cozy. So I wanted to make the majority of the items you can buy outside so that the inside can be that kind of cute little store, plus where Papi also lives. You'll see I use a lot of these wooden crate type things. Like I think they're my favorite item. I've used them in other builds. I think I used them in Eloise's build as well. I want them on my real island because they're so nice. And then yeah, as you'll see, I threw like a chainsaw and a toolkit downstairs because, you know, he's making these items. He's not just selling you the wooden goods, he's handcrafting them. And while he's a lazy villager, he does have motivation and artistry. And then I put a little table up top, like, you know, you can sit and enjoy some like apple cider or hot chocolate. I don't know if chocolate is bad for horses, but you know what I mean. And then just we went ahead and threw some weeds in here too. I wanted to put more trees, but it was too small of a space for the trees. So the weeds kind of worked out good. And then I played around with some shop signs, and then I settled on like the little arrow one because I didn't have a custom design that would scream wood shop to me. And I also really liked the idea of this destination signpost, and I keep it here for a while until I realize that if I keep it there, you actually cannot climb the incline. So unfortunately, like, spoiler alert, I do get rid of it. But I think it looked nice. I wish I could have placed it, but you know. And yeah, we can get rid of it because I realize I can't walk. Just touching it up. When in doubt, we use the tiny little trees. And then that is Mr. Papi's yard. So going inside, like I said, we had the vision already. I wanted to make a little checkout area and an area for him to, like, live in. As always, I love to start with the wallpaper and flooring. For me, for my brain, that just makes the most sense. So I wanted to make the checkout counter like right as soon as you walk in, and that way I could section off the space so he could have his little living area in the back, since I have not at this point unlocked making the room bigger or making partition walls. Kind of had to be, you know, creative in my own way. And originally when I started making this build, I wanted to make more things that you can like buy, but I realized I don't have that many wooden items yet, and most of the wooden items I placed outside. So I could have easily just repeated a lot of the items, and you'll see I repeated some of them, but I just didn't really love it. I attempted at first to make a partition using these little boxes that I love so much, but I think it kind of just looks very bulky, so we decided to ditch that. As always, I just keep it all in for you guys. I don't like to pretend that I just know exactly what I'm doing and I don't change my mind a million times. I think what's so fun about this game is you do get to experiment with different furniture and, you know, laying out the room differently. Like, you know, you make a lot of mistakes and, like, you change your mind, so why not show that all? Because, you know, I think it's unrealistic to show everything just being placed perfectly right off the bat. I mean, maybe people are just like way better at the game than me and they just have like a clear vision in their head and then they don't change it and they just make it perfect. But that's not me. So I decided to go with this flannel motif because, again, I'm still thinking like lumberjack, Christmas tree, wood shop type vibe. So to me that screams like the red and black flannel pattern, and I think for Papi it really works. So I kind of made it less of a shop inside and more just like his house that you can check out. You have the checkout counter, but also you can like sit and have like a cup of hot cocoa with Papi. Like, he invites you into his home. It's nice and cozy and cute. And then onto the walls, my least favorite part, because they stress me out, because I'm always using the same items. Like I said in the last video, I said 2 videos ago, I'm always using the tapestry because what else am I going to do? Same thing with these framed posters. There just are not enough wall items that I have unlocked yet. Maybe I'm just picking the wrong clients and not expanding my horizons enough. But, you know, we'll get there. I also added that wooden chandelier type thing, and wow, isn't it beautiful? It's just like this nice hexagon moment. And then here we are. I always put in the villager picture, but I did not know where to put it in this one. So I decided to actually do the picture and not the photo, and I decided to make it a framed picture on his desk. And then there you go. This is Papi's house, and I am very, very in love with it. So I will stop talking now and let you guys enjoy the nice little montage, and then we'll check back in after. And there you guys have it. That was the lovely montage. Always my favorite part of doing these houses is that montage. You know, like it's just so wholesome and so cute. So that was my build for Papi. Again, like, you know, I'm sure there are people who could do this a million times better than me. But for me, for my standards, for myself, I was really proud of this one. And I think I do some better ones, you'll see. But at this point, this one was my favorite build that I have done so far. Oh, and Miss Lottie told me that Nico wanted to talk to me. At this point, I was confident that he was about to say something about the fact that I could do this school. But before that, I had to make sure I bought my items so I didn't miss out. I really love that office material box. Like, I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I will find a purpose. And then I think it's always good to just buy all of the ceiling items because I don't have any. So why not just buy them all? And yep, I always leave that beach chair. One day I'll buy it, but I haven't had the drive yet. And I already had that on-air sign, as I said before. And then we went ahead and we wanted to go check in with Nico to find out what was up here. Nico forgot that that Lottie said he needed to talk to me. And then he presented me with this wonderful gem, which actually, now that I think about it, I forgot that this even happened. And I have not checked for a DIY since. But this is basically Nico telling me that now I can start finding DIYs on this island, which are going to be more rare, special DIYs. And, yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I've looked for a DIY since. I just, like, start up this game, and I get so excited. I just run to the office, get to work. That's it. We don't need breaks here. We just keep going. So yeah, Nico gave me this DIY, therefore unleashing the DIYs, and yeah. And the DIY was the vine hanging chair, which I was so excited about because I saw other people using it and I just loved it. And that is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I certainly did. It was so much fun. I have plenty more coming your way, but don't worry, we'll also do some other Animal Crossing videos as well. So stay tuned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.